Hurricane Ian not only devastated the southwest Florida coast, but it also brought unyielding rains to inland cities, created historic flooding of the Myakka and Peace Rivers, and swamped the communities of Myakka City in Manatee County and Arcadia in DeSoto County. Joining us today to share more about the challenges in Arcadia is DeSoto County Commissioner Ashley Coone, who's also a United Way Suncoast board member. Ashley, welcome to Suncoast Snapshot.
Hello, Ernest. Happy to be here.
Well, thank you for taking out time to be with us. I know you've been so busy helping with recovery. And for those who haven't seen the accounts, how did Ian impact Arcadia and DeSoto County?
You know, we have had our share of storms and experiences with storms, hurricanes, but Ian was a little different. It was 10 hours of, 100 mile per hour plus winds. We're definitely not used to taking on Category 4 hurricanes this far inland. And before the storm came, our river was already high. And so the biggest problems or issues that we have had is record flooding. Our community has never seen flooding like this before. So there's a lot of people on the river who have been affected by the flooding. Strong winds from the hurricane damaged a lot of our homes. You're hearing about a lot of roofs that will need to be repaired. And, for over a week, we were without power and there was a gas shortage, so people couldn't work. Those are the type of issues that we are seeing here.
So I know the flooding initially kind of left Arcadia as an island, washing out roads where people couldn't even get down there. But of course, this isn't the first time Arcadia has been waylaid by a hurricane. Irma in 2017, Charlie in 2004 also took a toll. Your neighbors, though, keep bouncing back. What makes the people of Arcadia and DeSoto County so resilient?
Well, the people of DeSoto County, like you said, we're so resilient. And there's a lot of people here that haven't had an easy life, and I don't want to say this is par for the course, but we have survivors here. We know how to go into survival mode. Most of the people here have worked hard for everything that they have. And we love our neighbors. The one most beautiful thing that came out of all of this, I was watching neighbors helping neighbors. Mm-hmm. And, whether it's cooking for them, they are going out on airboats, delivering food and supplies to people who are trapped in their homes from the river. We're just an overall strong, resilient, caring community. And I think those are the reasons why we remain so steadfast in our resilience.
So you've posted some inspiring photos of those people delivering supplies to community members and of corporations and different companies stepping up to help. So I know that there are some supplies being delivered to folks. You mentioned the meals, but what are some of the needs that you still that still need to be addressed? What are some of the supplies that people in your county still need?
We were so overwhelmed with gratitude for the supplies that came in. Right after a hurricane, when you don't have power, you have those immediate needs like ice and water and hot meals. One of the things that I noticed that we still need are the hot meals. And we actually recently did a survey, and we're still running that survey for DeSoto County residents. And they said they need more hot meals. Mm-hmm. And I would say we also need long-term recovery resources. A lot of these families couldn't work for a whole week. So I'm sure and these are families that were already living paycheck to paycheck. So something like this could really set them back. I'm hoping we get more resources in that will help them bridge that gap so that they don't lose the home that they're in, and they don't lose other things that they need to live. So long-term recovery resources, I think, is critical at this point. And it was critical before the hurricane.
Yeah, that's such a good point. As you know, United Way Suncoast includes DeSoto County in its 5-county footprint. And the needs that we were trying to meet before the storm still exist now. And so we're trying to address those needs. And that's why we're focusing on mid and long-term recovery. And you can donate to help with that mid and long-term recovery. As so many people have told me, disaster recovery is a marathon, not a sprint. So as we wrap up, Commissioner, I just want to ask, I know you've been out in the community nearly every day helping residents. How are you doing personally? How hard has this been for you?
Well, I was one of the fortunate people when it came to my home, and even with lights, I was able to get my electricity on the next day. And I thank God for that, because that gave me the energy that I needed to be out helping people that didn't have that. I am okay. I don't know if you've ever lived through a hurricane. You're kind of in a whirlwind. You haven't had time to process it. Here I am. It's like October 13th, but it was just September 28th. And the whole month of October is almost gone. So on one hand, I'm devastated for our community and the people that I know will have to overcome obstacles. We have people here that need their homes repaired, their roofs repaired, and they can't afford deductibles. So that breaks my heart, and I'm hoping that resources come in to help them. But then I look at it and I see this community setting up, like we did the Suncoast campaign for Great Level Reading, did a pop-up neighbor laundry event this Saturday, and United Way was there. Thank you so much. They are the lead partners here for that. And a family came up and they said, we stayed up all night making these tamales and we just want to feed our community.
Wow.
And you've just seen so many of these pop up. So that makes me happy. That's kind of what the Suncoast campaign for Grade Level Reading is, the community coming together. And just to see that all around, how can you not be happy? I just hate that hurricane has to bring that out. But man, maybe we can really grab a hold to that and keep that momentum going.
Yeah, let's hope you can keep that momentum going. And so often disasters like this bring out the best in people. So Commissioner, thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. At United Way Suncoast, we recognize the need, and we've worked with other agencies to assist impacted areas in the state, including Arcadia and Mayaca City. To that end, we're partnering with Tampa's Sparkman Wharf to stage a supply drive October 21st through the 23rd at the Entertainment Center in the Channel District. You can visit unitedwaysuncoast.org to learn more about the drive and the specific supplies we're seeking to aid community members. And as always, remember, united we rise,
united we win.
Yes, Commissioner. Yes.